Hey and welcome, Vampiri Buddies, to Physical Play. In this series, I want to guide you through some improvisation ideas that always start from one position. Today we will have a closer look at the downward facing dog, which I would say is a very fundamental position. You have your hands down, you have your feet down, it has a very earthy quality, a very grounded quality, and it offers a lot of possibilities. So I would say, let's already start. So this practice works as a follow-along, which means I will explain each task in the beginning and then we will jam together for a set period of time, then we will have a break and go on to the next task. Of course, play a nice tune, make it cozy in your living room or wherever you practice, and set up a nice surrounding for your practice, and you can always click pause on the video to keep on going even longer with one task. So the first idea starts, surprise, in a downward facing dog. Watch first before we go together. So you start here and then simply walk around in space. Okay, really see where you can take your down dog. Maybe measure the distance, walking far, walking super close. And then play around simply with the idea of walking around. Let's go. And have a break. Always in between, you can shake your wrists, you can move your neck, or simply release a bit of the energy that might be stuck. Okay, really release the structure a bit. So the second idea, have a closer look. So hands are down, feet are down, in the position you've chosen that feels comfortable. And then imagine that your hands are glued, that your feet are glued. We will move very linearly forward. Explore what you can do here with hands down and feet down. Watch out that your feet for now are not moving on the spot. So the toes always face forward, so do the hands. Okay, and let's go. Have a little break, shake it off. The next idea is kind of the same, but instead of imagining your hands are glued to the ground, they are magnetized to the ground. Means you can move them on the spot. This opens up a lot more varieties than before. So you can move your heels to one side or the other. You can move your fingers. And then observe what else is possible compared to the position from before. Let's go. relax. So the next task plays with the same idea of hands and feet magnetized to the ground. Means you can turn them on the spot. It's not about moving around yet. On top of that, you're allowed to lift one limb. Okay? The other three, they stay to the ground. It can be 2 hands and 1 foot to the ground, 2 feet, 1 hand to the ground, just like so. Explore what you can do not only with your hands on the ground, but also with the limb that is free in space. Have a look. And let's go. And release. So the next task is about finding some handstand hops. Means that 2 limbs this time instead of 1 are leaving the ground. I want you to always, once you jump off the ground, to find a different shape with your feet. The way you land can be the same. Really stable and grounded in your down dog, always again. Have a look. And let's go. And relax. Whew, an exhausting one. Take your time. We go on with the same idea, but instead of lifting the feet, we lift the hands. And release. Shake it off. Shake off your wrists. So you already gathered a lot of ideas in your improvisation toolbox. Before we go on to the final free play around downward facing dog, let's do one last thing. So remember when your hands and your feet were magnetized to the ground and you're able to lift one limb. Now in this task you are allowed to lift a second one or even a third one if necessary to bring you into another position and then slowly transitioning back into downward facing dog. Have a quick look. An important note here is that it's not so much about these two positions you end up, it's really about the space in between as well. So instead of simply going from A to B, start it in the same intention as you did your research before. So have a quick look. So for example, I lift one leg and I'm not just placing it somewhere. I see, okay, where can it take me? Maybe there is a surprise coming up, or it's very obvious since gravity is pulling you. But allow the listening, so really go slow. Take your time to listen to your body. Okay, let's go together. And have a break. So now that we gathered a lot of ideas around this theme, downward facing dog, we can take it into an improvisation, into our final free play. You can play a nice song and move for the length of the song, and in the end, like cooling down with a little meditation or lying on your back, or you simply go with me for as long as I go and then end with me together. Whatever you choose to do, I highly recommend really staying in the flow, not taking a break, really go through. If you need to slow it down, then slow it down and take it easy. But move through and make it a continuous flow. And this, I promise, brings up a lot of new ideas in your body, a lot of new connections. So have a quick look first, and then when you are ready, you can start. And let's go. Slowly bring it to an end. Either come to lying or find a comfortable seat where you can close your eyes. And then simply observe your breath. Feel your heartbeat. Observe what's going on in your mind. And then observe it fading, the breath regulating, the heartbeat normalizing, going back to calm. And then, when you're ready, take a deep breath in through your nose and a sigh out. You can stay here for a little longer, or you blink open your eyes. And I hope that your body feels well moved. And you can take these ideas further, or you can simply repeat this video or go on by yourself with the ideas you can still remember. Whatever you do, do it with joy and ease.